So I wanted to make this video for the longest time, but in between planning and running SalesConf Africa, which just concluded last week, and other stuff I've been working on, I haven't had the time. However, SalesConf Africa 2024 is finally done. Thanks to everyone who attended and who watched online. In case you missed it, I'm going to link to a complete playlist of all the talks, the panel session, and the workshop. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Calvin and I love building on the web. So let's get right into the tour of my perfect home office and desk setup. But hold on, before we get into that, a little story. I got into Abuja, like I relocated to Abuja from Port Harcourt in September 2023. And when I got here, I really wanted to get this office set up. And the first person I contracted to do that, he wasn't really a designer. It was just a mess. Okay, so I ended up selling the table he did, and most of the things he did, I just ended up, giving them away or selling them at a very outrageously low price. And I was a little bit sad by the experience, but fortunately, a friend of mine who was a colleague at the Salescast company before he moved on to doing other thing, he also gave a talk at SalesConf Africa. His wife actually is an interior designer who wanted to transition into designing home spaces and home offices for tech folks like myself. So I was a little bit skeptical, but I said, no, why not? Let me just give it a try. And the company, which is Havenlanche Interiors, which is her company, they blew my mind by just literally capturing everything I have in my head for what I want in my home office. Even the lounge upstairs, they also designed that as well. But for the home office, they captured the essence of, I like simple stuff, simplicity, and it was just elegant. And so shout out to them. You could go check them out there on Twitter. So the first thing about the office is I wanted to have a bookshelf. Right? I didn't know how it was going to look, but I know there was going to be a need for a bookshelf, and they captured it perfectly. And they gave me this elegant bookshelf, with little black, you know, accent, and the finishing was all amazing. Where I have all my books, both down and up, and they really utilized the space really well. And the interior designer gifted me a couple of props which I really like the reader prop over there, and also like this film thing, which she said was because so she gave me three props, which I remember what she said why she shows them, which is because I read a lot, okay, and I do video, which you're watching this one. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do, it really helps the channel. And then the guitar prop, which because I do music, so I play the piano. So that's it for the shelf, and it's really gave me this whole really nice vibe, because I could also have the TV in there and the board, because I like to scribble. I just jot down my thoughts and everything. So yeah, that's mostly it for around, all right, for like the home office. And let's get to the desk setup. All right. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my laptop. I've had this laptop for, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years. Is the M1 Max MacBook Pro from 2021. This really served me well. And for the most time, before I had, a monitor, I was always working from my laptop. So this has really served me well. It's really good, still fast, battery life is still amazing. So it was really perfect for me. Then moving on, my camera, this one is my iPhone. All right. So I use my iPhone to shoot all my videos. I tried setting up a DSLR. It didn't work for me. I didn't have the appetite for it, Maybe it's a skill issue, but I don't know. But my phone was the camera is good. I use it for all the TKYT sessions and everything. And I have this stand, which I don't know. I didn't see it anywhere. I just had this idea. You know what? It would be good to have like a G clamp thing that I could put on the table that also add as a phone holder for the video. And then I do a little bit of Amazon search and I found it. And so yeah, my camera is the phone. So moving on, the mic, the mic, because I do a lot of videos, courses, and TKYT and podcast appearances and all that. Before this mic, I had a Fifine T669. It served me for like 2-3 years. It was very low budget. I used an app called Crisp AI to take out the noise because it doesn't have noise reduction. But this one is the Elgato Wave DX. Superb mic, have built-in pop filters, and also I think there was software in their store that just take out noise reduction and everything, so it's all crisp. And so this is the Wave Arm as well, the arm for the mic. And also it comes with not really come with it, but you got to buy it separately. But I find it really works well. Is the Wave XLR. It just for the sound and everything, and I could mute the mic any time. And also I have the Elgato Stream Deck. I've had this for like a very long time, and I've used it for like switching scenes when I was had a like these days I've been a little bit laid back with switching scenes and everything in my TKYT sessions, but I use it a lot, not just to drive my videos, sometimes workflow. So they have different scenes and profiles for different work that I do. Then up next is, so when I moved from using the MacBook to drive to like a desktop setup, I find out that I still don't like a mouse, so I went for the trackpad, the Magic Trackpad, right? So this is the Apple's Magic Trackpad. It works really good. I use it and I really love how it is. And I also use the Apple Magic Keyboard. I got a mechanical keyboard. I didn't like it, but the Apple Magic Keyboard works for me. So most times I have them all plugged in. I don't know. I just like them plugged in all I can because it's Bluetooth enabled. So yeah, use this. So this is the trackpad and the keyboard. All right. So up next is the monitor. So I had a monitor before, but it was really low ended. And when I decided to be like a singles monitors guy, because back when I was using, so I used to use my MacBook, even if I'm on the desk, and also an external monitor. But I discovered that single monitors help you focus, and I wanted to have like I didn't want to go for the Apple Studio way out of my budget, and I don't really need this. I was like, what's the next best thing? And then I found the Philips Creator Series 27-inch 4K display. It is amazing. Okay, I like the look, I like the finishing, and I love the 4K display. It's really truly 4K, and it's just superb for my use case. So that's what I use. And I have a monitor stand. So this was made also by the interior designer. So this is a wooden monitor stand with steel stands on. So it's really well, just lift the monitor to my eye level so I don't have to look up or look down when I'm using it. It's just amazing. And then I have I've always loved the hourglass. So this is a 1 hour hourglass, and I mostly use it to like track time. Sometimes when I just want to do like an hour of deep work, I just flip it, and just the time, the sands of time just trickles. And I've always found that fascinating. Aside that, because I like time and stuff, I also have this Jayron kitchen cooking timer. Right, it's a Pomodoro timer. It gives it like the click sound, so you just wind it up to whatever time. So there's 5, 10, to 55, which is to like an hour. So like an hour time as well. And I have my edifier for sound. When I'm working here, I'm not always on my headset. I have my edifier speaker, Bluetooth speaker. The sound is really, really good. I also have the Echo Dot 5th generation. I used to use it for like the speaker, but I like the edifier more. So the Alexa Echo Dot is just there. I don't really use it that much, but it's just part of my setup. And coming to the the desk. This is the first time I've ever had a standing sitting desk, and this was inspired by the interior designers. She told me that, you know what, like, I think you probably need one of these. I've never been a fan of, like, just give me any desk of anything. Like, I'm very old school. But when it was all said and done, I find out that I really, really like it, and I really enjoy using it. So I set like presets. So one is sitting position, and two is a standing position, and it's really, really good. I love it. It works, and I have two sitting chairs. So I have the one they got me, which is really nice looking, amazing chair. And I was watching one of Mr. Who's the Boss video, and I saw those wobbles too. And according to him, he said it's a nicer ergonomic experience sitting on a stool than a proper ergonomic um chair. I didn't believe it, so I said okay, but it does make sense, because when you're sitting on a chair with the back and everything, even when you're tired, you get to slouch and all that. And when you sit long hours like we do when we're doing our work, it adds up to, like, back pain and all that. But I find out that getting this wobble stool from Learniture, it's really, really good. So you could adjust it, and it's just amazing. And I like it because there is no temptation to slouch, because there's nothing to slouch to, right? So it works. I like it. It's amazing. And for lighting, I've had the Elgato Keylight for like maybe 3-4 years as well. I got it the same time I got the Stream Deck, and it has been my primary source of light for like everything. So it's really good. It's just behind the Philips Creator Series monitor, and it just works. I have this. It's falling apart really. I've had this OneOdio headset. I use it for TKYT session, or if I'm on the podcast. I really like it, but it's falling apart. It's really, really old. So I'm probably gonna get something really new. And I have this monitor stand. This stand for it. This is the stand. I really like the wooden finish as well. So I have the stand for it, and it works. And of course, I have this potted plant, because I really love having touch of greens everywhere. And yeah, so this was also done by the interior designers. So it's part of the deck setup, and there's also one over there on the shelf, which is amazing as well. And you could notice the 3 IKEA potted plants as well. So I like greens. I think there's a little bit of study that said, having greens and everything also makes the home office or whatever decor really nice. I don't know, but it looks good. And also on the wall, I have 2 wall arts. Fun fact: this writing on the wall, I actually designed it myself in Canva and just sent it to the interior designer for them to print it out. And this, I'm an African. I love this African art. It was in my first home office in Port Harcourt, and I said, "Oh, this has to come as well because I love it." So it's also part of the design of this place. So also I have this footrest, is ergonomic footrest, which was also part of the design. It's amazing. I use it for like the footrest when I'm sitting. I love it. It feels really good. And yeah, so that's it. This is my perfect home office and desk setup. Like you could see, the theme is simple, it just works, and I like it. So let me know if you like this video, you want me to do more of these videos, and if you really like this video, please share it and make sure to like and subscribe. So there's a stat on YouTube that shows that a large percentage of people who watch my video don't subscribe. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do, because we want to take this channel to 200,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate every subscription. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.